Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at another twisted case with you. The Orderud family murder case shook Norway in 1999 when Christian Orderud, his wife Marie, and their daughter Anne were brutally killed at their farm. Join us in this video as we dive deep into the investigation to uncover the truth behind this heartbreaking crime. Our love and respect goes out to all those who knew and loved Christian, Marie, and Anne Orderud, and all those affected by this case. The father and the mother of the Orderud family were Christian and Marie. In April 1952, they welcomed their eldest and only daughter, Anne. 2 years later, a son, Per, joined the family. Christian ran the Orderud family farm, which they also called home. Located about 80 miles from Oslo, Norway, the farm had a main house, an additional house, and a barn. The main house was quite spacious and sat close to the edge of the woods. The barn was just a short distance away. The second house was sitting on a hill, which overlooked the farm. Anne and Per grew up working on the farm, embracing the rural lifestyle. But as they grew older, Anne and Per began to wish for different futures for themselves. Although Anne was the eldest and loved the farm, she didn't see it as her future. She wanted to leave and make a life of her own. Anne eventually moved to Oslo, where she married a man coincidentally named Per, just like her brother. To avoid confusion, we will address Anne's husband Per as Husband Per. Now Anne and her husband Per lived in Oslo, which is the capital of Norway. They were a successful and joyful couple who both worked for the government. Anne worked as the personal secretary for the Norwegian defense minister at the Ministry of Defense, while her husband, Per, was a well-respected high-level diplomat for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Their lives in the big, crowded city were completely different from the quiet and rural life Anna had known on the family farm. While it seemed like Anne achieved her dreams in Oslo, her brother Per had always known that his future was on the family farm. Unlike Anne, Per didn't want to leave at all. He had worked on the farm since he was little and made it clear to his parents that he wanted to take it over. When Per turned 30, Christian retired, paving the way for Per to take on more responsibility. Although Christian still technically owned the farm, the plan was for Per to eventually buy it from him. After they retired, Christian and his wife Marie moved from the main house to the second home, which allowed Per to move into the main house and manage the farm more efficiently. This house, located very close to the barn, was perfect for running the farm operations. About 10 years later, when brother Per was 40, he met and married a 21-year-old woman named Veronica, who then moved into the main house with him. Together, they continued to work on the farm, maintaining the family legacy. Meanwhile, over in Oslo, strange things began happening to Anne and her husband, Per. Their once peaceful and successful lives started to be filled with strange occasions, mysterious phone calls, unexplained disturbances at their home, and a growing sense of being watched made their days more tense each day. The two had no idea why it was all happening and who was behind all this. Then, on March 3rd, 1997, at about 1:30 a.m., after an evening out with friends, Anne and her husband Per were assaulted by a random man on the sidewalk. The man threw Per to the ground and started kicking him, then turned his attention to Anne and also hit her repeatedly. After a few intense